What don't you want in Star Wars Rebels Season 4? Last night I shared 5 things I wanted to see in the second half of Star Wars Rebels Season 4, and I asked you all for your thoughts on what we shouldn't see in Rebels Season 4, and I must say I was surprised by the variety of thoughts you all shared. Trickland TV suggested he'd like to see a full display of Ezra's capabilities. He's been holding back for quite some time. And yeah, I agree. I'd also like to see just how powerful Ezra has become. We really haven't seen his raw power since Season 1 when he summoned that massive monster to fight the Inquisitor. Or, I suppose, he displayed a significant amount of power in the premiere of Season 3. I'd really like to see him kicking ass once again. Next up, we have longtime supporter of the channel, Medieval Man 9, commenting, I guess the first thing I wouldn't like to see is the Force simply staying the way it has always been portrayed in the first 6 movies and the Clone Wars. I want something new about the Force to be revealed, something that will make us sit back and say, whoa, as we think about the possibilities. I'd also love to learn more about the Force. It's really why I love Star Wars so much, the Force, the Jedi, and I want to learn more about them. Moving on to a new commenter, Flying Gator simply says, I don't want to see Sidious corrupt Ezra. And yet, I don't think that's going to happen. We might see Sidious lead Ezra towards the dark side after Kanan's death, if that is going to happen. But I know with Ezra's support and the way Dave Filoni has talked about Ezra falling to the dark side, that isn't going to completely happen. Alan Dasvik 5 also comments saying, one thing I'd really not enjoy is if Ezra survives but isn't given a clear path story-wise as to how he lives past Rebels and doesn't make an impact on what we know about A New Hope and beyond. And yeah, Alan, that makes a lot of sense. I'd like to see some sort of explanation. I'd like to see it come from Dave Filoni, other than maybe some sort of novel or comic book, for example. Coming straight from Filoni makes the most sense. We should have some sort of idea as to what Ezra is going to do and why he didn't meet Luke in the original trilogy. But also, longtime commenter, One with the Force says, I don't want to see Thrawn's end, even if I know it will happen. I remember the last words of the Bendu and the last episode of Season 3. And actually, One with the Force, if you recall, I did a video maybe about a month ago or so about how Dave Filoni came out and said that Thrawn will survive Star Wars Rebels Season 4. So we know at least he isn't going to die. Okay, so with so many great comments, I'd like to do more than 5. So number 6 is by commenter Human Wrecker, and he states, one thing I don't want to see is if Kanan dies, then that's it. No more Kanan. I don't want to see that. I want to see him still have somewhat of a presence towards the end of the series as a Force ghost, or I don't know, some incarnation of something. And yeah, I think that very well could be. There's been hints by Freddie Prinze Jr. in interviews he's done that Kanan has some sort of special role in all of this. He has some sort of special connection to Lothal. So I think we will see him. If he does die, he will be connected to Lothal. He will be able to come back and give Ezra, maybe saving him from that corruption that we mentioned earlier. And last but not least, the username I'm most likely to misread, I am a cabbage, suggests, what do I not want to see? Ezra essentially give up at the end of the season and not take a proactive stance regarding whatever his future may hold. The worst possible example of this would be him going off and living as a hermit or wandering around not really connected to the Force, not using his Force abilities. And yeah, it would be great. I think we see a theme emerging here, right? It'd be great if we could see exactly where all our rebels end up, at least a general direction where they are going. We certainly don't want Ezra to become some sort of hermit, though that does happen in Star Wars, as I commented back to I Am a Cabbage. But he's got so much potential. It'd be such a waste if he just went to the unknown regions as a hermit. But hey, Star Wars fans, I'm Mike, and you've been watching a community video by Force Within TV where your theories matter. So before you go, please consider sharing your thoughts and theories on the question of the day. What you share just might end up in one of my community videos like this one. And today is a question about the next Star Wars animation series. Do you think we will see Rebels characters in the next animation series? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, my fellow theory crafting Jedi, use the Force within you to make the Star Wars community a better place. Share your theories and encourage those who do the same. May the Force be with you.